There. Alright, that took forever to load. Counted down and then paused. Alright, I'm going to do a visual. I don't have a hat on, excuse the bald head. Alright, my problem is, like, look at that. That's all over. Anyways, I bought some socks, Bear something or other at Walmart. Alright, I'm going to take off the camera. You get the clue. I've gained a good 20-30 pounds since that last exercise. No, it was 15 pounds from that last exercise video, because I was 278 and now I'm 310. So, give or take. The videos I want to discuss are the top two. I'll go ahead and get my paintbrush up. Above this line, okay, boop, 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 above that line, right there, those two. So, anyways, trash. So, what pisses me off, and this, I've dealt with this my entire life. It's not a major deal. This happens all the time in one form or fashion or the other. The whole thing comes down to listening, all right? And this is, I'm trying to illustrate what I'm doing and what I've been doing and how I've been able to know certain things without having prior knowledge to knowing. So it's like one of those things where you set up the dominoes not knowing that they're dominoes. Like you watch a show without a prior knowledge set, but you watch it in its entirety. This is like learning a new item. Like in math, the one thing I was taught very early on is like, even though you don't know it, just follow the steps, get it done, work it to the end. All right, because if you don't finish it out, then you won't know where the problem or the gap is. But if you follow the procedures, even without thinking, they'll work themselves out. You just break it down to each step. You don't think about the whole problem. So I've done that with my entire life. Then I realized that this happens in conversations in day-to-day moments. There's a recursive between the macro and micro, or as above, so below type deal. So, and I'm going to show you one of my case in points. I tried to explain it in the general thoughts, as you can see right there next to the paintbrush right here in that video of a deciphering mechanism. So I'm going to walk through a single site where that was just a discovery of that. So what I do from time to time is go offline. So I don't get a phone card, I don't got data, I turn my Wi-Fi off for a long time, I turn it back on. Oh, that's a nice car. Oh geez, very ice cream paint job. Sort of like that. It's got that cream color on the bottom and then orange on the top, like a creamsicle. And I know he did that on purpose, because he's cold. He's cold as ice. So anyways, orange, very hilarious that was brought up. Let me go ahead and go to the article. So this is the article. All right. So I explained a situation where I had a hallucinatory factor, where I saw something. The light actually was playing with my eyes, and I saw orange at this particular location. It was reflective, and it just caught my eye. So, but I knew that there was no. It was one of those things where I just had to be there. I didn't have any feeling. Well, I was frustrated because I'm like, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? But then I knew just to keep stepping forward, follow protocols. Don't act out. If there's no language shared, then there's no invitation to go over. Because it is not your right to impede on other people's spaces. No matter how long you've known them, if they don't give you the right, if they don't invite you over, it's like a vampire. If they don't invite you in, you don't go over. You know you're a bad person. You know you'll do bad things, okay? So you break shit up. So, oh shit. Well, anyways, this article, I'm wearing complete black today, all right, which is my normal. It's not like I'm an emo thing. It's the only clothes I got that fit anymore. So, but they described a dark matter as black, but in the image it's shown blue, and then normal matter or hot gas is orange. So, if I had listed the events from this afternoon when I had my episode, list out all the details, the ones that stuck out as important and the ones that didn't, just all the details, and then I list the details from this article, which there's really not much there. There's the RE, which I had put a box around quarters at the bottom. That's what I did, and then that just says quarts, and then that was, anyways, that could be either taken as a Z or an S, but I wrote an S, so I was thinking like gas. But anyways, neither here nor there. You list it, you take all the imperative details, the ones that stick out as not being conducive to finish out a sentence. Like there's ones that are providing a function to mask the important details and still teach you for things later on. So that stair step, the domino. You're taking in these dominoes, you're not sure where they go along. But when you stack them against your personal information, you'll see like an event has identical listings and basically engulfs this entire article into that event. I hope that made sense. I would draw it out. So the right side is based on orange, black, blue, and hot gas and normal matter and sailed ahead across the skies. Okay, but you get it. So you pick out your stuff that is pertinent to you. Now anyone can read this article and stuff's going to be pertinent to them, but if they're watching the same entertainment streams as you, they're also going to have a hint of how you process your data. So you got to be careful, and that's what I was trying to explain in the top two videos I showed at the beginning of this. So in the 30-minute one, I talked about Dune and Loki. So that's what you got to be careful for. You got to change your cadence up occasionally to show change and growth. But at the same time, you have to have your go-tos that you need to stay firm on. So I have my firmness locked up until 2025. But then Shitstorm is released on the internet after that. So 2025. Of which those that know are fucking laughing right now. Because they're like, yeah, we've been doing data acquisitions for so fucking long. We got so many back channels into this. And and the ones that are new into the group is so hilarious. Because they're like, what? Really? yeah, we need your help. So that sort of deal. So, anyways, like as I said, and the IRL video on my channel, and God, G-O-D. So it's IRL, A-R-T, and God. Search it, you'll find it. Joshua Sisk. I state I can change this narrative up however I need to. I can shrink it up, make it longer. That's what it is. I have that capability. So do you, but I guarantee you haven't been doing this as long as I have. So I've made as many deals as I have. And maybe you have. And maybe you're actually helping me make this work. But anyways, 2025, everything will make sense. And then everyone's going to want a piece of this nootropic energy drink. They're going to, I'm telling you, the flavor is going to, you're just going to be addicted to it. So anyways, I love y'all. All right, everyone I met that's listening to this, that haven't manipulated me in one form or fashion. so that were completely honest and stayed true to themselves. So if you manipulated me, that karma's from you, and I'm not going to take more tainted karma. So that's just what it is. Be honest, be true to yourself. That way you can be true to others. Act as if they are you. And if you're lying to yourself, you're going to lie to others. So it makes it quite hard for someone to help you out if you're lying. So, and sometimes it takes time to find yourself, find your honest truth, and let it out and tell someone without judgment. So, sorry. I know the way I talk, I tend to, it goes two ways. It talks personal information to a few individuals, and then it talks the common structure of the direction that I'm going. Sometimes it leans one way more than the other, but it always measures out. I always overload the system one way or the other to get people to tune out that aren't committed. I'm a slow burn type of guy. I will watch a 15-hour movie shot in one frame because I know the art and the idea that had to go into it. As long as it's decent, then the idea behind it. So I figured if after all this and the next, whatever you want to call it, we get to watch, because we have eternity, watch the entire life cycles of these individuals, I'm going to try to tune as many people out. They're like, no, this is garbage. I want a new one. Give me a new one. But they'll never reach it to those points of pure clarity. You're like, oh, I get it now. Oh, he's so close type deal. Why didn't he? Yeah. Because it wasn't right. I know there's something bigger going down. I would know. So that's how my people do. They always get me nice and sauced up, and then I take care of a lot of videos to make people laugh and distract them while we steal the karma. It's the best way to explain it. So anyways, backtrack of information, get the back channel of communication. It doesn't matter. I mean, read your fucking contracts. Every app has access to your camera, okay? Even if you say don't use this, Google has that option. So all they have to do is do a back channel of connection to Google. So it says, we need Google's authorization. We have this map system on there. So that then gives you that contract from Google all back to the app itself. So all they got to do is use Google instead of their app. And they have not broken the clause and agreements that you have signed up for. So know your shit, all right? I know mine. I read my contracts, all right? And then I know when I break my contracts. So I know very, very well when I do, okay? I know when to just sign it out, you know? So, because it is what it is. I've already fucked up enough contracts where the rest don't matter. So you're either on it or you're not. That's it. Give or take. You got to make the decision yourself and understand whether you actually know shit, or you're just reading someone else's stuff and you're spewing out your own information, their information. There's a difference between you taking their information in and then telling your own personal stories versus telling their stories as your own. Same thing with contracts. So, anyways, good luck. I hope everyone understood what I was saying. The one thing, like what this article does, and it illustrates, if you scroll down, there's 15, which is O, 85 is U, so, which I'm reading it to you, so 85 is talking about me, the reader, and then there's the star, the image location. I think that's a date, 16 through June 26th. Is what that is what they captured. And this is that is the position marker of that other one, 717. So then my go-to is very simple. It's simple protocols and procedures. Is try to figure out how this correlates to pi. So I take that 717, I plug it directly into the search engine to search in pi. All right, and then I start looking at the numbers. I'm like, how is this going to fit? So I keep scrolling forward until I work a few different base understandings, but the first one I do is like, it's a literal representation. So if you go to the 7th intonation of 717 in pi, that's a key. If you go to one further past that, that's a key. If you go 7 past that, that's a key. Now the problem is it falls apart on that last one because it's 20, 3, 4, 3. So that's either 34 or 43, or C43. So, our Act 3. So, that doesn't make sense. Our 4 inside 33. But that leaves the T out. So time is 3:43. Okay, I'm okay with that one because it's 2 minutes past 3:41. All right. But anyways, that's just me manipulating the story. The reality is that someone asked me why I keep saying 34, all right? Because I get it confused with 35 as well as 43, okay? I get them confused sometimes. But they remember that moment, and now they'll remember this. So I love you. I'll talk to you later. Bye.